Greetings, greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are chiming in for. This is, of course, the Sunday Speaker Series sponsored by Global Women Speakers. My name is Dr. Tina D. Lewis, and I am the founder of an amazing organization that's taking the world by storm. Literally, it is compiled of women entrepreneurs who are speaking on stages globally, sharing their messages and selling their products and their services. Women empowerment, technology, AI, automation, success, sustainability, um, diversity and inclusion, and a plethora of other things. But today we're going to talk about technology with the founder of Maestro, the number one platform that is totally bridging communities, bridging continents. Justin Burns, all the way from South Africa right now. He is in Joburg, but there's a story behind it, and we're going to tell you later. But first, I want to stop and say, welcome, welcome, welcome. We know without a shadow of a doubt that you could be anywhere, but you chose to be here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Investing your most valuable asset, which is your time. It's one of the few things that you cannot create more of. You cannot store it. You cannot put it in a safe deposit box. So you are here with us. We want to make sure that we bring you, listen, up to date, actionable steps, knowledge, expertise, increase your skill set, increase your impact and your income. And that's why I invited the Justin Burns. Go ahead and follow him on social media. You want to go check him out, Justin Burns. He is a CEO, the founder of Maestro Technology. He literally sold everything and just packed up and moved to South Africa. Now, who does that? Who does that but the Justin Burns? So, Justin Burns, I just want to say thank you for being here, outside of being an icon in the technology space,
Oh, thank
dominating
you.
that industry before everyone thought it was popular. We want to thank you for being here with Global Women Speakers and on our GOAT edition of Sunday Speaker Series. So, Justin, just introduce yourself to the people who are listening, the ones that are going to watch the replay. Tell them who you are, and most importantly, what you do, who you are, and what you do. Justin, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Sister Tina. I just want to give it up. Let's give it up for Sister Tina with Global Women Speakers. Y'all got to make sure, man, it's going to be an exciting time because your conference is coming up. Got to make sure we come.
Yes,
I'm going to be there. So y'all make sure y'all
yes.
subscribe. Y'all come out because that's going to be my first time in Dubai. So I got to, when Tina Pam said, I got to come to Dubai. Now that I'm Global J now, as they
Yes,
call me, I got to come over to Dubai. But I'm Justin Burns.
yes,
I'm the CEO of Maestro. And a little bit about me. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 13 years. I'm getting old,
wow.
Tina. 13 years. Woo! 13 years full-time. I got fired from my job in 2008, which ended up being a blessing in
Yes.
disguise. At the time, it seemed like everything was falling, the sky was falling. I thought I was going to die tomorrow. Where was I going to get money? And I decided to take a risk and bet on myself. Had no college education. Some people have been to college. I never been to college. So people say, how did you own a tech company and you've never been to college? Well, fast forward, I failed for about 3 years, almost went bankrupt for a long time. And then I decided to enter into this world of digital because I saw where everything was going, right? And so I tell people this is one of the many things I love to say. One of my favorite things to say is that we are living in one of the greatest times in history. We're living in one of the greatest, like people don't see it, right? People are spiritually waking up. People are asking more questions about what their purpose is. But even in the sea of information, overwhelm, and confusion, where everybody's, putting out content, we have been exposed and we have the ability to learn different things. And that's what happened to me. I went from, again, barely making it out of high school, barely being able to get by. Family grew up on the south side of Chicago, not much money. Mother never made over 20,000 US dollars in a year. And fast forward, almost went through bankruptcy in year 3 because I took a risk on entrepreneurship. It didn't pan out. Then I started to learn this skill set of sales and marketing and online marketing. And to this day, we started that and basically went through a bunch of iterations. And now we have 30,000 customers and we've had a pretty successful thing. So it's been a journey, but the journey continues. And so now we have Maestro. We also have G.O.A.T University, and we are continuously building things to help people to be able to grow. So I'm excited.
Wow. So, I mean, I've known you for a while. How long have I known you, Justin? Global J, as they call you.
Yeah, I think we've been knowing each other a good 10 years now, almost
Yeah,
good 10
decade.
years.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I can tell you this: when I met Justin, I'm like, who is this gentleman? Who is this dude, right? Who is this guy that's so brilliant? He had everyone sitting on the edge of their seats, and he was captivating them with how technology can work, how we need to implement it. I want you to remember this. This was 10 years ago. Before everyone became AI expert, CRM, digital, faceless,
Uh-huh.
etc. Before everyone started dwelling into this industry, Justin was already there. And there is a saying that, hey, if you want to make millions, if you want to make a great impact, go there first. And Justin was there first. And the impact that he's made, not just only on my life and the way that I have
Yeah.
embraced technology, but on the lives of other people. So, Justin,
Wow.
you created Maestro, and it allowed all of us to operate it more effectively, more efficiently. I mean, it's ridiculous. The capabilities of the software is like none other. Like, it just truly is. And it's gave entrepreneurs the competitive advantage, the competitive edge, the value proposition that we were all looking for. So thank you for creating Maestro. I love it. And so, Justin, you said, you know what, I'm going to go to South Africa. Now, who just says, you know what, I'm going to take my baby, I'm going to take my technology to a third world country. South
Mhm.
Africa is still considered a third world country. And so who sells everything doesn't, he told us like maybe a month before and then 2 months before, we were just thinking he's just talking, right? Because people say things, but they don't execute, right?
Uh,
So Justin's like, I'm moving, I'm out of here, I'm gonna sell everything. We're like, okay, sure, whatever, right? And then when the day came when he was like, yes, tomorrow I am moving. We're like, moving where? You got it. Your lease is up. You're buying a new place. Like, what's going on, Justin? He's like, no, I am leaving the United States of America and I will be residing nowhere. He says, I will be residing nowhere. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen up. When you are a risk taker, right? Because that's where the fruit is. You know, people always say, why would I go out on a limb? Duh, that's where the fruit is. It's out on the limb. And Justin did exactly that when he moved to South Africa. And so, Justin, you sold everything in the US. Do you mean everything? You sold, do you have a car in the US? You have a bed, you have an apartment, a house?
nope. I literally, so that's a funny, so that's actually going to tie back to your point, is that you said, like I was telling people a decade ago about technology, and those same people are still asking the same questions because people love living in their comfort zone.
Mm,
And I've always been a person, I've learned this, Tina. You know, the biggest lesson I learned, you got to be a risk taker by yourself sometimes.
come on.
Really, majority of the time. Let me say that again. You got to be a risk taker by yourself most of the time. Because most people, they want to wait until this person coming along. I was the first person in my family to take big risks, and I still am. Many of my family members love them, but many of them, they want to retire. I was born in Chicago. They still in Chicago,
Right.
still working jobs. Nothing wrong with that. But when you are a light worker, when you are a person that is here to illuminate the world,
Woo!
to make it better, you cannot sit idle and you cannot sit there and look at your bank account or look at waiting until the opportunity begins. So for me, I've learned this principle. If you are a spiritual person, everybody here, no matter what religion you follow, you're spiritual. This doesn't matter what whatever your religion is different than you are spiritual. Spirituality leads back to the same principle of being one with source and being one with God, whatever you call God. Now, here's the thing. I woke up in the middle of the night one night and something said, it is time for you to detach from stuff. Because in life, we are so attached to stuff. We are attached to relationships. We don't think we can cut them off. We want to think we have to have a car. We have to have possessions. We have to have all these things. But how can anything come in new if you are attached to stuff? So there has to be a season where you detach from stuff. And you also have to detach from being so scared that you are afraid to take risks. So for me, being honest with you, my mother, let me tell you this. My mother loves her 48-hour shows, right? She loved 48 hours. Now, for those of you watching don't know what 48 hours in the United States, 48 hours is a show about like the person gets killed and they got 48 hours to solve the case. So the first time I traveled was to Mexico because my family, they never travel internationally. Right. So when I went to Mexico, I told my mother, first thing she said was, you're going to get killed because she's programmed watching 48 hours, right? So when I get to Mexico, of course, I'm scared too because mom's is mom. So I'm looking up on YouTube.
Right, and they're always right?
I'm thinking all of Mexico is like that. Right? I get to Mexico, and of course, you gotta be there. But I was so happy. It was my first happiness. I got a chance to experience a different level of learning about another culture and learning about that. So then I started kind of dabbling, going to countries again, not taking risks by myself, waiting on this person. This person said I want a trip. Oh, we're going on a trip. So fast forward. So a couple years ago, I like to be authentic. I had a spiritual awakening. I did some plant medicine, ayahuasca, a couple years ago, and I had a very big spiritual awakening. I knew that my purpose was bigger, and I knew it was going to be bigger than just making a bunch of money, retire, and I'm leaving my kids money. It had to be something way bigger than that. So I wake up, middle of the night, Spirit says, sell everything. And I'm like, I just put these nice pictures on my wall. What am I selling? I just upgraded my Tesla. Why am I being told to do all of this extra stuff? Why can't I just be okay? But again, it's not about being comfortable.
Yes.
Nobody cares about your comfortability. It's about what are you doing to impact the world if you want it? So some people, Tina, they are told things because I'm a proponent that we all are told things. The question is, do you question it or do you go with the truth and follow it even if it's crazy or not?
Wow.
So for me, I realized that up until that point in my life, if I would have confined and said, Mom, do you think I should sell all my stuff and go travel abroad to figure out why? What do you think my mom would have said?
No, baby, no. You're going to be killed.
No, you're going to get killed.
To Mexico.
You're going to get killed. Oh, you going further than Mexico? Oh, you really going to be killed, right? So, or if I would have went to my sister, or if I would have went to my cousins, or I went to even my, I have different friends. So a lot of my friends now, because I changed my circle, they would have been like, go. But even my friends, they're like, oh, I don't know. They're good people. They like, I got to stay here and run my business and da-da-da-da. So I literally go on a trip to Zambia, to Lusaka, Zambia with a friend. And I felt this connection to the motherland that I had never felt before. And it was the feeling that I felt when I saw where technology was going. And so I came back home and I was like, I'm so tired of being here in the States. I want to be able to have a sense of energy. So I said, Source, what do I do? And it was clear as day. I woke up in the middle of the night and said, sell everything, including the car. So I literally woke up in the middle of the night.
Wait, and you sold your Tesla?
I sold the Tesla. I sold my baby. I look at you. I know you like, I ain't selling my Tesla. Look at you. You like selling my baby. But no, I literally, and I felt intuitively, don't even have a storage unit. Get rid of 90% of it. So I literally woke up and I just sold all my properties too. I just literally sold all of my investment properties that I own too.
So you just liquidated everything.
Liquidated everything. Not because I'm in financial trouble, but just because there are seasons where you have to be clear if you want to really understand your purpose. So what I did was I sold everything and I went to Lusaka. I went on this trip and something said, go to Nairobi, Kenya. So I went over to Nairobi, Kenya. I canceled my flight back to the States. I went over to Nairobi, Kenya, and I started meeting all of these amazing people. And I decided I had a prediction. So people say I'm the king of predictions because in 2018, and here's what I told people. In 2008, I told people that the internet was going to be even bigger and AI was coming around. But in 2008, 2009, people looked at me crazy. I also said that I was going to be building a software with no experience. People looked at me crazy then. So the prediction was, I said, look, people are going to be globally doing business. 2008, 2009. I said, people are going to be globally buying digital products from everywhere. Here is my biggest prediction that I will give everyone. And it is this. And you're going to trust me. Africa will be on the front line of the world in the next 5 to 10 years. It will be one of the best nations, one of the complete continents. People will be running to Africa to do business, right? Because Africans are waking up and understanding who they are, right? But it is a very wealthy, not just in terms of resources, but very wealthy in terms of energy, like everything. So I came to Africa because I work with creators. That's who I work with in the States. I work with creators all over the world. I have clients all over the world. But this time I said, I want to help African creators to be able to really cash in and be able to build digital wealth is what I call it. Because I've been able to build digital wealth, right? So I wanted to come over here. So I came to Nairobi. Listen, Tina, I had 2 luggages and a backpack. That was it. You know how hard it is to fit all of that stuff into 2 suits? I know you couldn't, Tina. We know. Mr. Tina, we know that you couldn't fit we know you couldn't fit your whole wardrobe in 2 suitcases and a backpack. We know. But I had to do all of that. All of my, here I'm sitting here with microphones, everything. So I go to Nairobi. And here's what happens when you take chances. I started connecting with so many people in Kenya. And I just found this out. And this is how you know that when you follow your intuition. The number 1 creator on TikTok is Kenya. I didn't know that. So Kenya moved. TikTok moved one of their global offices to Kenya. But if you would listen to social media and you would be looking at all this stuff, you would be thinking you wouldn't even know what this stuff is happening international. So to say all that, now I got invited out to South Africa and for a conference that I spoke at. And I end up staying out here. And now I'm doing the same thing, working with politicians, working with people to really get them to understand the power of peer-to-peer education. And that peer-to-peer education is going to revolutionize Africa. It's going to revolutionize every country because I tell people this, Tina, there's 2 powerful components that can change a global economy. It is education, but the right education, not just any education. Most people these days are undereducated. So the global economy, most people even in the United States, they're not ready for what is coming. They don't understand how AI is about to take a lot of jobs. They don't understand how the price of everything is going to continuously increase. So I tell people, they say, Justin, how did you become like this? My Chicago public education did not provide my Chicago education did not provide this. I studied, Tina, 2 to 3 hours per day. Courses, books, obsessed every day. If I don't, I literally just canceled my Netflix. You ain't got to cancel Netflix. I'm even going to increase that to 3 to 4 hours. I'm always listening to something. I listen to a little bit of Afro beats, but most of the time I'm mostly listening to, I program myself to listen to books, but also not just books, but simplify things. So the point of all that is I'm in Africa because, again, I make big, bold predictions. Everybody knows this, but those predictions typically come true. And what I will say You can't get on the ground floor of something. You can't wait until something is pretty until you become a part of it. So I'm
Absolutely.
here and I'm building. And I think the best thing for everyone to do who's listening to this is to be able to build your business internationally.
Yes, come on now.
Build it. That's what you're doing, right? You building it in Dubai. Build
Absolutely.
internet. They want to build with us. I'm not talking
Absolutely.
about I'm talking about people internationally want to know what you know. We have many things to teach each other. So I came over here and said, look, I got the technology. I got a couple pieces of technology. I got the education. Let me help you. And you also are going to teach me things that I don't know. And we help each other build. So that's
Wow.
why.
You know what, Justin? That's exactly what happens. It's all about collaboration. It's about collaboration. Anything great, it took mind, right? Even when you go to the greats of the greats that created electricity, created, found out about blood plasma and all of those things, it was more than just one person. And so what you're doing over in the, I would say in South Africa, in Joburg, and in West, in the Kenyas and places like that, and still what your impact that you still have on the United States is powerful, right? You created Maestro in 2017, and now it's to be said that in 2024, you have Maestro South Africa. How huge is that? For you to be able to have that foresight and be that visionary that says, you know what? I'm going to go take what I have, this seed, and I'm going to plant it in fertile soil in South Africa. And it's going to grow and create jobs. It's going to create knowledge. It's going to create skill set. It's going to create income. It's going to create sustainability. It's going to create, and you can fill in the blank, because I believe that education and technology is a gift that keeps on giving, because technology doesn't die. It just improves. It gets better, right? It just gets better.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
with education. If you are a sponge, if you are an avid student, then you want knowledge. You want to devour it. Like, you want to be voracious about it. You want to have that bulldog tenacity that if you don't know, you're going to find out. If you do not know, you're going to find out. And so, Justin, I have 3 questions for you. Number one, people are wanting to know, I see text messages, what exactly is Maestro? So, Justin, over to you.
Yeah, so Maestro is a video membership platform for creators where you can basically either it's like the Netflix kind of like style, right? So people can actually create their own, which everyone, doesn't matter what business you have, doesn't matter what you're doing, you should be creating some type of education system. Like when you think about things like masterclass.com, a $400 million business, when you think about, other businesses like Netflix, like Mind Valley, all these big companies, those are what we call video on demand networks, right? But what a lot of people don't understand is how big the economy is. I'm not talking about courses. I'm talking about creating a membership for your business, because it makes it easier, like creating workshops that then transition into you as a creator being able to get clients. So Maestro makes it super easy. We've been building it for 7 years. We have thousands of global creators where people use our platform to take payments, to do everything. And Maestro is going to be one of the few platforms that allow for you, which is one of my bigger predictions as well, is that in the next 3 to 5 years, crypto is going to become even bigger. The blockchain is going to become bigger. So Maestro also allows you to do that, because then, Tina, you're in Dubai, right? And then I'm here. And typically we have to go through, and I have to, which is one of the things we're working on right now. After we just did the Africa integration. So if you're in Africa, you can use Maestro to take payments. But now what we're doing is we're actually working on a crypto, want to be one of the first platforms where you can accept crypto, because I believe it's going to be super huge. Because right now, if I want to buy your product, Tina, and your currency, I have to jump through all of this basically stuff to even get approved. But imagine if I could just send you crypto for your course or your membership. So that's what Maestro does. Maestro allows for you to simplify the process, basically sell your community, sell your memberships, at very simple, making it super simple to do business online.
Okay, Justin, you just brought up a very good point. I had the same issue in regards to transferring funds. I came to speak in Dubai. Someone wanted to partner and to collaborate, wanted to purchase be a part of Global Women Speakers. They wanted the membership, but they also wanted the consulting and so many other things. One was actually in Kenya, and we had her bank continued
Yep.
to it was atrocity. I could just say that. It was atrocious trying to get the funds. And in addition to that, one of my business partners and colleagues from Cyprus, the same issue.
Mhm.
And so we were looking for a platform that would allow the exchange of international currency from the US to Cyprus, as well as from the US to Kenya. It's been extremely difficult. And so the fact that you say that Maestro would be a payment processing system as well, for different currencies, I think that is genius. And that is the name that I gave you 10 years ago, if you recall. I'm like, you was like, no, I'm not a genius. I'm like, Justin, you are a genius. You totally have foresight. You are a visionary. And I believe, like, it's kind of crazy to have a woman say, I believe everything you say. When it comes to business, I believe everything Justin says. His forecasting is insane. It's actually been bananas, spot on. So I'm glad he's there in the motherland, having this spiritual awakening, being attuned and aligned with his entire being and his source, because I believe in alignment before assignment. And he became aligned and now he's assigned. And so, for those of you who want to get in contact with Justin, we have some comments, Justin. Let's see what the comments are saying. Absolutely. Tina Michelle from Tina Speaks. Awesome. Thank you, Tina Michelle, for being here. She says, made it. That's awesome. I love it. Love it. Love it. We have people that are streaming from YouTube. They're saying he is the GOAT. Awesome. I love that.
Thank you.
And speaking of GOAT, we're gonna go right into your university. But before we do, I want to say, Justin, thank you once again for being here. I am blown away at who you are, and most importantly, who you're becoming. I thank you for being loyal. I thank you for being a part of Global Women Speakers, that no matter where I say, Justin, you got to come speak, you got to come teach, because that's what it's about. It's about empowering women to increase their knowledge, their skill set, right? So they can make passive residual income, so they can stay relevant, so they can build their toolkit before they need it. Because like you said, Justin, things are changing. Things are changing. And for those that are stuck in their comfort zone or in their comfortability, will be left behind no matter what. We must embrace it. I always share the story of that when I worked at LA County USC Hospital in California. There was a nurse who, when they switched over to the electronic charting, she was like, I'm not going to do it. She had been accustomed to writing in the medical chart for over 35 years, brought in the computers, and she had never really gotten on a computer, sent an email, any of that. Her children did that for her. But when it came to her career, she said she's not going to do it no matter what. People totally were empathetic about it. They said, I will help you, I will teach you. But you know what happened? She said she didn't want to. She did not want to embrace change. And she literally got an early retirement. And listen, she lost out on, are you ready for this? She gave up $100,000 for early retirement because she was not willing to embrace technology. Now, I know you and I may say that's insane, it's unbelievable, it's ridiculous, but to the person that's intimidated by technology, it's commonplace. And that 100,000 can be equivalent or synonymous to literally, what are you missing out on? What are you giving up on because you won't embrace artificial intelligence? You won't even take a look at it. You won't even download the free apps that they have that can show you.
Yeah.
You won't even go to Teachable or one of these places or have free courses, a free download, etc. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm simply saying, listen, the world that we once knew is changing. At one time in our lives, people who graduated in any degree with as an attorney in law or medicine, right? Firemen, police officers, they were paid a pretty penny. People wanted to do that, right? And so they would go to school, get the degrees, get the loan, the scholarships, etc., in hopes that they will be able to pay their student loans back or have at least a decent lifestyle.
Yeah.
Now, who are the top creators? Who are the top income earners in the industry? Digital, digital,
Mhm.
digital. Technology, technology, technology. That, I mean, I have a niece. She is literally 29, 30. Do you know she
Mhm.
gets paid $30,000 to post one thing on her Instagram?
Yeah.
$30,000. Can you believe that? And so you have people who are 16 through 35 making tremendous income by simply either co-branding, being an influencer or an ambassador for some major Fortune 500 and 5,000 brands. And so if you are 35 and above, I'm saying it's not too late. It is never too late to start. I mean, you saw the Olympics if you watched the Olympics or you read some of the stories. It's not how you start, it's how you finish because our mind is pliable. You can literally start today and learn something. You heard Justin say he did not have a college degree. He was like, you know what? I need to make some money. I'm fired. What am I going to do? And here he has his own technology company. Justin, that still sounds outlandish. So there are some people who just joined and not here. How did you start technology? What made you say, you know what? I'm going to build a software. Who does that? Were you disappointed with a software or with a practicality or a benefit that a software did not have and you wanted to implement it? I mean, we want to know about this. Or was it a download like, and it just gave you the ideal? Justin, please share. 1, 2, over to you.
Yeah. So, so I always have, ever since I was a kid, because some people that are watching this, you might think that something is wrong with you, right? Because when I was a kid, people used to always say, Justin, you're a little bit slower. But what I didn't realize is that it wasn't that I was slow, it was that I had a different learning style. I was a visual learner. So I was always questioning things because there's some of us who question things and we say, oh, we shouldn't question that. We shouldn't question why this is or the truth. Well, that's your soul wanting more answers. I tell people this: when you question things, there's many of us, whether you're at a job you don't like, or let's just say you're even in a business that you don't like, you may be asking questions because your soul wants more answers. It's not just that you want more answers, your soul wants more answers. So for me, I've always been like trying different things, and you have to try different things in order to get to the next level of success. So for me, um, I started when I started in 2009. I helped my friend build his social media company. You was talking about your niece, like that's how I got started. I started seeing people, companies were paying us thousands of dollars just to post a banner on social media. We weren't making a lot of money, but it was just enough for me to say, oh, I can make money on my own as an entrepreneur. So for about 4 or 5 years, I tried this. My income was up and down. I didn't really have a lot of success. And then I started reprogramming my mind for all the poverty consciousness that I had when it comes to money. I had a very bad relationship with money, and I realized I had to change my relationship to money. And so I started many different companies. Majority of them fail, as you guys always hear, right? Majority of the companies fail, and so I had got a client and I realized technology was there, but you know what we tell ourselves, and this is what I told myself: I can never build something like that. I have to go to college to build something like that. And so I remember one of my mentors told me this. He said, "It's not that you have to just go to, what are they teaching in college?" He said, "Knowledge." He said, "Now it gives you an advantage to go to college. However, you can learn anything." And when I heard that, I was like, okay, I don't think I could ever build something. So I knew that the future was going to be peer-to-peer education. And I just never thought about building anything of my own. And so fast forward, I got burnt out. I had an agency. I was completely burnt out in my business. And I went to this conference with my mentor. He invited me to this tech conference. And they were just talking about how much they sold these companies for. But also, I was seeing the impact that a lot of these companies were making. So I said, you know what? When I left there, and this is key number one, right? I'm gonna put some teaching, because I love teaching, put some teaching up in there, right? The first key was, instead of saying what I could not do, I left that conference and said, I am going to commit no matter what to building this company. And so that's what I did. I said, come hell or high water, whatever it is, I am going to build this company. So that's what I did. I went home. Now, here's what I did. I realized that I did not have a technical background. So I started studying YouTube, coding, a bunch of technology stuff. But here's where I accelerated. I said, I'm going about this the wrong way, which is what most people do. Most people, they take the long route to success, but you get there faster when you are mentored by somebody who has the years of experience, right? So for me, I had to go and I met this guy at a conference. He was a coder. And you know what I told him? He was working for someone at a company. I said, hey man, I want to know how much do you charge an hour? And he said, I charge about $30 an hour. So I said, okay, what if every month we spent about 5 hours a month and you kind of teach me technology? And he looked over at me, he said, $150, that could kind of, that could pay for some stuff. If we start laughing, I said, no, seriously, I can afford $150, $200 a month. If I paid you to coach me on technology, would you do it? He said, yeah. So we started working together. He started teaching me. He accelerated for $150 a month. It was the best investment I made at the time. He coached me for about 6 months. So after about 6 months, I had an accelerated learning opportunity where I said to myself, wow, I understand HTML. Wow, I wouldn't say I was good. I would say I always say this, even to this day, I'm enough to be dangerous, right? I'm enough to be dangerous. So fast forward, he gave me the roadmap. And so now it was up to me to get out of my comfort zone. And that's when I started mapping out all the technology, mapping out everything. And then for the past year, tweaking, no matter what. I was going bankrupt a few times. No matter what, I remember my commitment to myself, which was I would never give up no matter what. And I said, nobody is coming to save you. And you got to build yourself into this person. And you have to prize success and say, no matter what's in my bank account, no matter what's going on, I'm going to build this. And I always had the vision of helping people, and I'm excited for where we are. So, that's kind of how Maestro came about and how it's still here to the day.
That is awesome. Justin, most businesses fail within the first 1 to 3 years, right? And those that make it to 5 years are far in between as well. So congratulations on Maestro, your baby, from $150 a month investment, because that was the start, right?
Yeah.
You wanted it and you were willing to plant the seed, to make the investment, to make the sacrifice, to learn those things. And you touched upon some key points in finding a mentor, finding someone that's willing to transfer their knowledge, their skill set, their expertise, their mastery. I think even if Justin didn't offer him the $150 a month, I believe that gentleman, it was his passion. And I think he would have done it complimentary, really. So it's okay to ask people those things. I remember there was a gentleman who is a billionaire. I will not mention his name now because he is in the running for, an office in the United States of America. But before he was in that space, he was just a shrewd businessman, and I had admired that. And I met him at an event, the National Achievers Conference. It was amazing. I was VIP, of course, because listen, if you're going to go to an event, you want to be VIP all the way, no matter what. You want to sit in the front. You want to be attached, right? You want to be in close proximity to the talent, to the faculty, to the movement in the room. Because I can tell you there's something called transference. You want to be right there, sit in the back, people talking up and down, etc. But anyway, that's a side note, right? Because we're getting ready to talk about GlobalCon. But when they were asking this gentleman questions, they were asking him questions about real estate, about how he made his money, about stocks and bonds and all of the other things. And when I raised my hand, he continued to just fill my mouth with my question. And I just said, no, sir, that's not it. And he said, so it's about my money. No, sir, it's not about your money. Okay, it's about stocks. No, real estate. No. Okay, well, what is it? And my question was, sir, my response first was, I'm glad you asked. So I want to stop right there for a moment. When you are amongst people and they finish your sentences, let them, and you be silent. And once you're silent, when the floor is yours, you ask your question so you can get exactly what you invested to get. When you invest money in anything, it has to be an ROI. The money that you invest are called soldiers, and they're going out to do what? What soldiers do? They can recruit. They go out and recruit more customers, go out and recruit more soldiers, and bring it right back into the camp. And so the question that I asked that gentleman was, will you mentor me? 4 words. And those 4 words changed my life. I share that because when you are amongst people who either have what you want, have the knowledge, have the skill set, have the access, will you mentor me? But you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to make the sacrifice. It won't be on your time. It won't be after you pick your kids up. It won't be after you're ready. It's going to be now. Take advantage of every moment in your life and show up as if you were meant to be there. So that was one story with one billionaire that I had the honor of being mentored by. The second one is when I was on Necker Island with Sir Richard Branson. I was basking in the sun. I got up before everyone, Justin, and I went and was out on the beach, bikini and all, just enjoying what God has created, enjoying the universe, enjoying the water, being at one, being in alignment, feet in the sand, being grounded to the universe. And when I was done, I got up, dust the sand off me, and I'm walking back to the house, and I see Richard Branson and his tennis instructor, Riza. They're getting ready to play tennis. I'm like, hey, I want to play. And she goes, come on. And he goes, come on. Yeah, come on. I'm like, oh, I get to play tennis with Richard Branson. And I said, let me go get dressed. Because, of course, I had on beach wear, my bikini. And she goes, well, by the time you get back, we're going to be done. So you know what I did, you guys? What did you think I did? Do you think I ran, right? Like the Olympian Richardson. Do you think I ran to the house, changed, and came back? No, that's not what I did. I'm like, you know what? I looked at myself, sand on my knees and on my feet, in a bikini. I said, let's go. Let's do it. Why? Because opportunity would not wait for you to get dressed. Did you hear me, Justin? Opportunity would not wait for you to get dressed.
You said, look, let's just do it right now. We're going to do this right here, right now. Let's make it happen.
Sliding all over the turf, scraped knees, ankles, just everything. But it was one of the best experiences of my life. So those are the 2 things that I literally wanted to share. He talked about mentorship. Will you mentor me? Forget the photo op. Will you mentor me? Right. And the second thing is opportunity will not wait for you to get dressed. It just does not. You have to take that shot. Take the shot. Michael Jordan, he took the shot. Kobe Bryant took the shot. Richard Branson took the shot. Damon Johns took the shot.
Yeah, and you're so right. And I want to offer two things. I know we got to talk about the amazing conference. We got to talk about Go University. We got to talk about that. But I want to offer to everyone who's listening a sort of planting a seed of what you need to think about. One is, what do you need to be doing, where your focus needs to be at? Because people call me the king of predictions, but I want to plant this seed that I don't care if you just started in business. You have to think what's going to be happening, because right now we are living in a time of trust with business.
Yes.
So what that means is that a lot of people, and this is why I got longevity, Tina, a lot of the influencers that you see, they starting to exit stage left, because a couple years ago, I told people it's the wild, wild west. You can sell courses, you can sell digital. You can, if you had influencer in your bio, you were an influencer, and that's it. Now you have to really be, a strategic thinker, and you have to be smarter, because the world is waking up. So what does that mean? One is if you are an entrepreneur, you have to prepare your business internationally. Let me give y'all that tip. Let me say that again. One, you have to prepare your business internationally. Even if you got a local business, find a way that you can create a digital product or something that you can offer and you can sell to another country or another, like if I wouldn't have, when I went to Kenya, if I wouldn't have came to Kenya, I picked up 3 clients, right? People used to tell me, and you can't listen to people because people used to tell me, oh, if you go to Africa, it's going to be so hard and it's going to take, and don't get me wrong, it's not easy because they're not as trusting in certain countries.
Right.
But that's why your messaging has to be on point. So one is, and like I said, and this is where great entrepreneurs are created. Guess what happened, Tina? Let me tell you.
I'm listening. Wait, before you tell me though, pause break. I want you to get a pen and paper. I want you to hashtag global in the chat. Global in the comments, whether you're watching on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, on Facebook. We want you to hashtag global because we're going to give you a strategy where you can take your business global. And I want to give you a caveat. You cannot build a global business with local-minded people. I'm going to say that again. Ooh. You cannot build a global business with local-minded people. There are people that are they're so comfortable in their city because guess what? They're a big fish in a little pond. Everyone's not ready to go back to being a guppy. Are you following me? Yep. They have already arrived. They do not want to go back to being a guppy so they can learn, so they can grow, so they can be pruned, and so their territory can be expanded. So global, hashtag global in the chat. We're going to have a strategy we're going to give you so you can literally have a global business and get paid in different currencies. Justin, back over to you.
Yeah. So and it's so true. Let me tell. So listen, that's what we tell people. You work with the best like Tina. You work with the best like me to accelerate. This is not about, listen, I tell people this. I was just telling some of my South African creators this. I said, you are not working with people like us to stifle you or to take your money. We don't need your money. Here's what it is. You are working with us so that you accelerate because the world is speeding up. A lot of people don't realize this. The world is speeding up. The skill sets that most people have, they are not prepared for what is coming. Now, let me give y'all this tidbit. We're going to teach y'all a little bit. I want to teach a little bit because I like teaching. It ain't going to be long. I just want to give y'all this tidbit. Let's do it.
Take your time. That's what we're here for.
So listen, let me tell y'all this because y'all can learn from my struggles. Let me tell y'all what y'all need to do. So when I got to Kenya with my 2 suitcases
and backpack,
with all of my stuff, microphones, I got about 30 pair of headphones. Love people. I'm addicted to headphones. I got all my stuff in the backpack. So I hit the ground running. I'm networking with people. It's a little bit challenging. I end up meeting up with this influencer and he loves what I'm doing. He's like, wait a minute, you own a tech company? Oh my God. He saw it. He saw the website. He goes and he introduces me to a bunch of people. This lady, about a month later, I meet up with this young lady, and she's a marketing guru. She has this marketing company in Kenya.
Wow.
So what she says, we talk, and we end up coming to an agreement for me to work with her to create her brand and help her create, be a creator. She had never even. How many people do you think are authors in Kenya, Tina?
You know what? Slim to none.
Slim to none, right?
Yeah.
So with AI, I told her, I said, what if I show you I can help you write a book in less than 15 minutes? Using the strategy, if I told you how I could use some of my technology to help you write a book in 15 minutes. So I literally helped this lady write a book in 15 minutes. Her mind is completely blown away. Y'all think you have to take months to write a book. You don't. You can literally write it with AI. So here's what happened. This is a lesson in this. She goes and she goes and she says, I want to pay you. Now watch this. If I wanted to be paid, I had to set up a bank account. Watch this. I had to go and I had to find an attorney to basically go through 50 steps just to set up a bank account to do business internationally. Right? So I had to set up, I had to pay thousands of dollars highway robbery just to be able to set up globally, right? So I'm like, do I want to do that? I don't know. So luckily, check this out. This is an app. It's called M-Pesa, right? I'm teaching y'all something if you don't know.
Spell it out, Jay. Spell it out so we can type it at
M
the bottom because
M
there's
P.
people that want to use it.
No, you can't. You got to be in Kenya to use it. But at least you guys will have this education. But it's M-Pesa.
Hey, I
M-Pesa.
do business in Kenya. I need to know. You need to spell it out. And
Okay.
listen, this is a global show. There are people that are watching from LinkedIn, YouTube. We have people from all over the globe. So we do business in Kenya. We're a global brand. So ladies,
if you do business in Kenya, everybody, including the person on the corner selling coconuts, uses M-Pesa.
I love it. Spell it out.
Just M and then Pesa, P-E-S-A, right? So M-Pesa. So everybody in the country, everybody in the country uses M-Pesa, which is great. They have global adoption because here in South Africa, everybody uses 15 different apps. So shout out to Kenya because they made my life easy by using one app. So it's kind of like Cash App or Zelle if you guys are in the States, but globally, everybody has an app. Right. So for this lady to pay me, there's a limit, and she paid me through M-Pesa, but I have to basically take the cash out of because I don't have a bank account unless I plan to stay and pay thousands of dollars. I had to basically take the money out of the bank account, out of convert the cash. It's like basically 15 steps to basically get paid internationally. Same when I came to South Africa. Well, South Africa is a little bit easier, but they have to pay me through an app, which in South Africa is much easier because they're much more technology prone. But here's what you need to prepare yourselves for and what's going to happen and why I'm educating people on cryptocurrency. We know about Bitcoin. We know about Ethereum, but what you need to prepare yourself to do business internationally and why they don't want us to know about crypto is bigger than just investing in Bitcoin and investing in Ethereum. Crypto will allow for me and you to not have to use the banks. And if I want to do business with Tina and Tina is in Dubai, all I have to do is say, hey, Tina, I want to come to your conference. And Tina, you're going to do this. I'm going to make you do this. Tina is for the Global Women Speakers Conference. She's going to have an option to accept crypto because it's now easier to transfer money because now the world is starting to, it used to be a little bit harder, but now the world is recognizing crypto globally. There's so much that are happening. Listen to this, family. Years ago, I wouldn't be giving you this advice because you would be running into a lot of brick walls. But now China, Africa are starting to recognize cryptocurrency as currencies. Do you know what that means? It means that we don't necessarily need to do business with the banks. We just have to educate each other and take the risk. So just like I told my assistant the other day, just like I told my mother, set up a simple Coinbase account, set up a simple wallet, put some money in there, get your business and get yourself ready for what is coming, not just to invest, but so that if an opportunity presented itself, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm not ready. You go, listen.
Right.
I'm ready.
You're going to be proactive. Yes.
You're proactive. You're building. Just like 5 years ago, people didn't understand why I was buying crypto 5 years ago. It was because of course, I'm investing, but I'm also preparing myself internationally. Well, when I go to Dubai for Sister Tina and somebody is there and they like, Jess, I want to work with you. But man, I'm in this side of the country and we would have to go through this bank. I said, keep it simple. It's 3 steps. Transfer some money to your, not in Pesa. You can pay me through some M-Pesa, but literally transfer the money to your Bitcoin wallet or your Ethereum wallet and pay me through that way. So that's step number 1. Prepare yourself for international payments. The other thing too is that you do have companies, not just outside of cryptocurrency, but start to think about markets that you can go into that maybe is an English speaking market. It might be just like in South Africa. Man, you know how many South Africans I'm American, right? So you know how many South Africans are excited? They're like, it's an American here. We don't get people that do this, that want to work with us. But guess what? I prepared myself because I'm doing a seminar. Watch this. I'm doing a seminar here in about a month. So if you're near the Joburg area, you can come out. I'm doing a seminar, 1-day event, teaching people about how to have a creator business, right? Guess what I did? I set up the page to accept everything in their currency in the ZAR. So number 2, educate yourself on the different currencies that exist. Because guess what? I want to be in it. I'm going to be Global J, Tina. I want you to pay me. I feel good. I've already been paid in the Kenya shilling. Now I'm like, I've been paid in the ZAR. I feel good. I got my first ZAR. I feel great. But imagine what your business will look like if you were to set up your business internationally, even if you had a local. And the way to do that is through digital. So I just want to drop that. And then the final tip is just like Tina said it, y'all. Like, listen, majority of business owners, majority of people are not prepared technology-wise of what's about to happen. So heed my warning as sort of like a gift of love, because you're here with me and sister. It's a gift of love. Embrace technology as a business. You do the work. Go and hire the consultants. Join Tina's Global Women Speaker. She talked about that, and she's going to have me there. This is one of my passions, is to educate people all over the world of how you can have global adoption of technology, right? And I'll never forget, I remember the first person, Tina, 5 years ago, I saw this sale come in from Australia, which completely changed my life. And I still get excited. When I see someone from another country purchase my product, I get excited. So you have to be able to prepare yourself. If you got an opportunity tomorrow to come to Kenya, to come to Dubai, to come to, is your business prepared? Number 2 is your business technology prepared? Are you ready to be able to do business in a way that's online? So I just wanted to offer those 2 things. 2024 going to 2025 is kind of I don't want to sound dreadful. It's going to be scary for a lot of business owners.
No, it is what it is. And I want you to sound exactly how it is. Because you see, Justin, in my humble opinion, especially as an American, people have sugarcoated things for so long that there are other countries that have embraced it. You said 2 things, but I wrote 3 words down: embrace, prepare, and execute. Embrace, prepare, and execute. Embrace technology so you can be a part of the global economy, get paid in different currencies, shillings, the vax, the dirham, the dollar, right? The yen. So that's number 1, embrace technology. Number 2 is preparation. You got to be prepared. So if you embrace technology and you're growing a global business without local-minded people who are truly aligned with your vision, with your mission, people who are loyal, then you know what happens? If you prepare, you're going to have the M-Pesa. You're going to have your wallet set up. You're going to have those things. You're not going to wait for a sale. Remember, we're not reactive. We're not like, oh man, I got the sale, let me figure it out. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to be proactive and we're going to prepare. My uncle, who is a United States Marine, he taught me years ago as a kid, the 6 P's of success. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. And if someone comes to me at GlobalCon here in Dubai of 2024 and say, hey, Tina, I love what you have. This is amazing. I want to speak globally. I want help creating digital products. I want to create an additional stream of income. I want to be a faculty. I want to train and teach my expertise to global women speakers and beyond. But you know what? I live in Cyprus. And I want to say, okay, well, hold that thought. That's what happened when there was a young lady who wanted to invest with global women speakers, and I couldn't take her money. She was from Kenya. I didn't have M-Pesa, had never heard of it. So this this episode is specifically for me. Preparation. So number 1 is embrace. Number 2 is preparation. And number 3 is execution. Don't come every single Sunday getting all of this knowledge. Last week, we had Justin, who is on fire when it comes to real estate. He was literally on drugs. He was involved in gangs. Had eight misdemeanors, on the in a jail cell, so thirsty and dehydrated that he drunk water out of a jail cell toilet. Now, if that's not the bottom, then I don't know what is. But now he has multiple streams of 7-figure income. He's in the top 1% of real estate sales and a brokerage. And he's living his dream life. We had Wendy Amy Porter, who is the queen of Instagram, the queen of IG. She has three Instagram pages, and she's grossing $1 million just simply passively. We've had Kate Hancock on Sunday Speaker Series before. She took $20 and turned it into $20 million via Amazon arbitrage. We had Derek Harper out of Atlanta, who has multiple businesses, and 2 of them are 8-figure businesses. Go follow him. Go enroll in his course. He has a lot of free things. He gives away so much value simply from his Facebook that I promise you, if you just followed him and listened to just one thing, just one gem, one nugget, and you execute it, it can generate an additional stream of income and give you a greater impact. So, ladies and gentlemen, the 3 things is simple: embrace, prepare, and execute. And Justin, thank you for bringing those golden nuggets to the Sunday Speaker Series GOAT Edition, sponsored by Global Women Speakers International. So it's been an amazing ride. So Justin, there's 2 things that we must talk about. You know, for those of you who've never been to Dubai or simply want to come to Dubai, hashtag Dubai in the chat, hashtag Dubai. DUBAI Dubai. There's a song that says, "Come to Dubai, you baby." I love that song. So Justin, before we talk about GlobalCon, I want them to know the value that you're going to bring and our other speakers that are going to be announced starting on August the 15th is going to be explosive. I'm telling you, I can't even, I am very loquacious. So me getting tongue-tied is an anomaly, but I'm just going to save it for later. It's going to be unbelievable. Matter of fact, I think we're going to start announcing the speakers on September 1. So Justin, I want to talk about, this is the GOAT edition of Sunday Speaker Series, and you are the GOAT. That's why you're here. And so let's talk about GOAT University, and then we're going to talk about GlobalCon in Dubai. GlobalCon Dubai is going to be explosive. But before we do, and I rip back the veil and share just a tidbit of what's going to happen on November 7th through the 11th here in Dubai, I want Justin to share GOAT University. So Justin, I'm going to remove myself and I'm going to give you the floor. So Justin, take it away. 1, 2, over to you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna combine both of them and just tell you guys, like I said, we're living in one of the greatest times in history. And one of the things is, we own maestro.com, which is a technology, but I tell people this: no matter where you're starting off, whatever business owner, if you're a creator, you need to have a digital business that can do business anywhere, right? And so the value ladder, as we teach people, is where are you starting, no matter where it is? Do you know what a knowledge business is? Do you know how to build a product? Some of you may be watching this, you need a digital business. And that's why I'm in South Africa. That's why I'm able to go to Kenya. That's why they call me Global J, because I'm always traveling everywhere. But that's because I realized that in order to have freedom and to be able to go where I want, travel what I want, do what I want, I need to have a digital business. So what we decided to do was I call my people, I call my crew, just like, this is the GOAT edition. So me and Tina, see, we on the same wavelength, because I don't think she took it from me. I don't think I took it from her. But I call my people the GOATs, because if you're watching this, you are a GOAT. What is a GOAT? It's the greatest of all time, right? So Justin, can I become the greatest of all time? You are to become the greatest of all time to your industry, to the people who you serve. That's what makes you the greatest of all time. Listen, there's some people who have not heard of Michael Jordan, right? Or LeBron James. Those are the GOATs in basketball. There's people who have not heard of Tina. There's people who have not heard of me. But to you guys, we are GOATs, right? So the same to you. And so what we decided to do was we rolled out not just Maestro University, which is the tech, but we rolled out, actually launched last week, is GOAT University, and Tina will put it up. It's GOAT.university, not .com, just GOAT.university. And what we do is we teach you everything, and Tina's going to be teaching in there, but it has over 50 classes, everything from how to start a digital business, how to market, how to do webinars to promote your products, how to build a digital product, how to get the traffic to get people. And so what we're doing is we're offering something really amazing. It is a 7-day free trial. Remember I told you guys that I paid this guy. If I wouldn't have paid this guy $150, he might have meant to me for free, but it invested into him and he invested into me. So GOAT University right now is 7-day trial, and then it's only $97 a month. You can cancel at any time, okay? Has over 50 classes. We do weekly trainings. You get to coach with me. And also there's another few coaches in the group. Tina's going to come on and teach, but we teach you everything, how to market your business, how to sell. It's over 50 classes, really short. Some of them are really, really short. They're not like these long 5-hour classes. You get to learn and become the GOAT of your industry. Even also, I do teach you technology. And one of my students in there, I show her how to use a piece of technology. She wrote her book, and we call it the Write Your Book in Under 30 Minutes. Most people don't think you can do that, right? And it's going to sound just like you. She took that book and she went to get a license deal where this company, because of the book, paid her over $30,000. So listen, would it be worth you to invest 7 days? You get absolutely free. You can go to GOAT.university, sign up for a trial. It's only $97 a month, no hidden fees, no crazy upsells, $97 a month. This will help you to be able to grow your business. So you can go to GOAT.university, sign up, 7-day trial, $97 a month, 50 classes plus, teaching you everything. But here's the other thing in the transition to that, right? And I put everything into this. When we talked about technology, I was like, my people need to know how to write these books. My people need to learn how to use AI. There's a whole AI university in GOAT University as well.
Justin, before you go any further, Tina Michelle says this content is designed for me, was like the best coffee for her ears. Thank you, Tina Michelle, for being there. She said she has been beating the tech drum forever. So happy people are more open. Yes. Thank you, Tina Michelle, for being here. She says, absolutely.
And what we're going to be doing too is, and this will even talk about the Global Women's Speaker Conference that Tina literally I cannot tell on you a little bit, Tina. So Tina literally, this is what, I don't do this with many people, but let me tell y'all. Tina hit me up today. Listen, let me tell the truth. I'm telling the truth, Tina. I'm telling you. Tina today, I'm sitting, I think I posted the power of posting. I just randomly was like, I was at this really great event last night with influencers. I got invited out to this really fancy house with a bunch of artwork. And I love artwork. I hate I sold my artwork. Dang,
I know you do. Those were your babies. Like those were your kids.
Like I had some, when I tell y'all I'm a lover, I had some custom Kobe. One of my friends painted a custom Kobe picture, like painted. I'm talking about by hand. I love artwork. Everybody knows me, Lord, I love artwork. So I went to this place and the lady was like, why you just stare at this wall for 10 minutes? I said, listen, artwork makes me excited. Artwork makes me happy. So I was like, so I took a picture of it, I posted. So then Tina said, you need to speak at the Global Women's Conference. You need to come. And I was like, usually I'd be like, wait a minute, I got to see where it's at. She said, Dubai. I said, I've never been to Dubai.
Time out. And you know what's ironic is that 3 things. Number 1, I didn't see his post. I had literally got off a yacht. A couple girlfriends and one of their husband. We went on a dinner cruise in the Dubai Marina. We had and literally a serene time. The water was beautiful. Of course, the Dubai lights. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we have Sunday Speaker Series literally in 1 hour. And it was just alignment before assignment. And that's what I say. And another thing, Justin does not just speak for people. He will say, okay, I'm going to send you my MOU. I'm going to send you, what's the investment? Like, what am I
What's the time
compensated?
commitment? What you
Yeah, like,
paying? What
yeah,
you not
exactly.
paying?
He
Like,
didn't ask any questions. He just said,
and
sure.
what Tina don't know too is that nowadays, and this is the transition into the type of event this is going to be and why you guys need to come to Dubai.
Yes.
I haven't spoken at an event outside of places in Africa. I've been turning down because of my purpose and me wanting to bring value to people, because there's a lot of events and a lot of them don't align with who I've become anymore. Right? I want people to get transformation, but I don't want them to just get transformation from my talk. Hear me loudly. I want them to get transformation from the entire event. So if I know that there's people in the room that I don't align with, I won't come. Or I'll be like, listen, if I know it's going to be 5 speakers and I'm like, I don't align with none of these people, I don't believe in nothing they believe in because my purpose has changed, I'm not going. And
It's been elevated. Absolutely.
So you guys need to make sure that
You're
you
at
guys
GlobalCon. Yes.
GlobalCon, come to GlobalCon in November. I'm gonna come out. My first time in Dubai. May not leave. I'm gonna be up there being a tourist. My head gonna be just like when I came to South Africa. Listen, one thing is that travel makes me happy. But more importantly, being there and serving you guys and making sure you understand what AI is about, learning how to find your ideal customer on the internet, learning how to create the new age of digital products. That's what I'm going to be talking about. But how to also align yourself spiritually to your purpose so you don't get burnt out like a lot of entrepreneurs, and also how to have enough clients so that you love. So make sure that you guys go to Global Women Speakers, fill out the form, right? Because it is going to be important. Be there. Like they say, beat us there. Don't beat me there. Let me tell you something too, Tina. Let me tell you something else too. Let me tell you something of what also, you asked me a question earlier in this conversation and you said, how did you build Maestro? And I think I kind of did you a disservice because I was trying to like rush through the answers. But one of the things a lot of people did not know, and I'll tell you this, one of the things that people did not know is that I have became obsessed with conferences. And outside of even investing in mentors and books and coaches and programs, which I still do to this day, I was going to one conference a month because I did not know, Tina, that there's a world of learning. Listen, it's regular to people now. To me, someone who did not have a lot of education, who grew up in Chicago, on the south side of Chicago, I did not know this world existed. So you couldn't tell me nothing, baby, when I found out that you can learn from amazing people for a little investment. And a little investment may seem big to you, but let me tell you, going to conferences outside of just learning something changed my life because it's still paying dividends. I met Tina at a conference. I met some of my friends at a conference. I just got a text right now just from a guy who's been my client for years. And he said, can you come speak in my mastermind? This is so I want you guys to think about something. Are you sowing constant seeds? And here's what happens. Whatever is happening, I remember a mentor told me this. Whatever is happening in your life right now is a direct proportion of what you sowed 6 months ago. So
I need to repeat that. We need to hear that. Run it back.
What is happening right now in your life is a direct proportion of not just what you sold years ago, is the decisions that you did not make 6 months ago. Because listen, 6 months is enough. I didn't say overnight. 6 months is enough for anything, no matter how bad your circumstances is, to change. So whatever decision that you did not make 6 months ago and you overthought and you didn't do and you didn't take action and you didn't do this, it manifested today from 6 months ago. We always talk about manifestation, but we never talk about the action that aligns with manifestation. So what happens is people nowadays, and that's why people say it was a business associate here. I couldn't meet with her for like a week. I was doing a launch for GOAT University, and next week, Tina, Maestro launches a free plan
No
for
way.
Africa.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold
so
on. No, what's the Maestro website? Let me go ahead and
Maestro.com. No, but we ain't launched it yet, Tina. Next week the free plan for Maestro launches, and we got lower tier plans, but also you'll learn all this in GOAT
okay. Well, I'm
University.
gonna need you guys to write down Maestro.
Maestro.com. Yeah.
Maestro.com.
And
Write it down. Listen,
and
wait. Put a timer. He said next week, so we can check back. I can tell you
next
this:
week.
Maestro
Yeah,
is
next
a
week.
beast. It is.
Now here's the thing
bananas.
too. If I'll throw this out there too. If you guys sign up for a trial of Maestro, we'll give you 3 months of Maestro for free if you sign up for a trial of $97 plan a month. So that's going to be amazing. So you get Maestro and the education.
3
That's
months
only
for free. 3 months
3
for
months
free.
for free with Maestro of the $99 a month plan. So you're basically getting both of the platforms for only $97 a month. It's absolutely winning. So here's what happens. I could not meet up with her, right? And she's messaging me like, how can you be so busy? And so then I said, I'm gonna meet up with you in a week or two, but right now my schedule is so busy. It's not just about being busy. And here's what I told her, Tina. I said,
I'm listening. What'd you tell her, Jay? What'd you tell her?
let me explain to you. It's not about being too busy. You have the wrong perspective. It's not about being too busy for you. The problem is that you think you have more time than you have, and you don't have as much time as you have. So what's happening is that the seeds that I'm sowing today in 6 months is not going to be shocking to me that we have thousands of more users or we've boosted our revenue by 3x, because I was in the lab 6 months ago when I wanted to be outside at the South African listening to Piano at the spots. I wanted to be at the spots, and I still go out from time to time, but I'm just saying there's certain seasons that people need to invest in themselves, and they also need to do the work so that not you just working. You're saying, I'm sowing seeds so that in the next 6 months, my situation is completely different. And that's why, Tina, I went from struggling. I went from being a dude who was sitting in a 1-bedroom apartment on the south side of Chicago, barely knew anybody, didn't have a lot of money, to having 30,000 customers. The reason why that is because I didn't look at it as I'm just working hard. I looked at it as, from me doing this, what is the next 6 months going to look like? When you have that perspective change, it changes the fact that you're working hard with no objective. It changes it. It changes it from the work I'm doing today is going to be seeds for when 6 months and it's time to pop out and Tina hit me up and say, come speak at this event. I'm ready. You see what I'm saying? I'm ready. Just like somebody has hit me up yesterday and said, hey man, look, and this is what I'm saying. Are you prepared if you come to Global Women Speakers Conference or you sign up for any program that Tina has and you working with Tina? The question is, if I put an opportunity on your plate, are you ready? And I can tell you unequivocally, even popular people that you see, because they're my clients, many of them are not prepared. They're not prepared. Right? But if you, just like a guy, opportunity, universe got me opportunity. Yesterday, a guy said, hey man, I want to co-create a conference with you in South Africa.
Wow, that's going to be huge.
He said, I want to co-create. Now, this is a guy who the guy, you remember I told you guys the guys who conference I came to speak at, why I'm here in South Africa? He loved my speech so much. He was like, yo, you got to come speak in South Africa. So I said, okay, cool. So he came on opportunity. He said, man, but we need like an education school for marketing and all type of stuff. And I said, how ironic is that? For the last 6 months, I've been working on GOAT University, Tina. Like, imagine that. I've been working on GOAT University with some of the best training on how to be a creator and how to run your business, and how to build a digital business, and how to create courses and all type of stuff and put it into one university instead of selling one-off courses And he was like, I am going to sell. He said this yesterday. He had me laughing. He said, I am going to sell the mess out of GOAT University. So again, make sure you guys sign up, but most importantly, make sure you guys come to Dubai. What is the dates? What's the dates, Tina? What are the dates for globalwomenspeakers.com? Are you there, Tina?
Yes, I am. Of course, the date for GlobalCon, sponsored by Global Women Speakers, will be November 7th through the 11th. I love those numbers, right? November 7th, that's a Thursday, to November 11th is going to be phenomenal.
7 days. And you know what? I just thought about, Tina. I didn't tell you this.
What?
You know what my birthday is? Now I know Tina don't know because we've been knowing each other 10 years. I know she don't know.
Wait. Hold on.
Let me see.
Let me think. Hold on. Justin's birthday is okay. So
Tina, you about to go to Facebook and you about to look it up, or you about to ask AI and all of this other stuff?
He said, "I'm going to ask." Justin, you're such not a geek.
Down?
Oh, because I'm looking up your birthday. Like, it's important for me to know that your birthday is. It doesn't say it. Hold on, let me find out.
Nope, it don't say it.
You have to be resourceful, you guys. You have to be resourceful to know that Justin's birthday is November the 1st. So 7 days afterwards, we're going to be at GlobalCon. So
you are a true salesperson with the gift of gab, because sister, you held that up. You held that up for about 3 minutes. I was letting you do it, and then you finally it just came out so smooth. Like,
so here's the deal. We are going to celebrate Justin. For those of you who know Justin, whether you're his friend, a colleague, whether you are a client, an associate, a mentor, a mentee, come to GlobalCon. We will celebrate Justin. Justin, we're going to give you a party. We're going to give you a party. It is Justin's birthday.
I actually said to myself, it's so funny you came with this, because I said, I've been traveling the world, but I'm like, where do I want to go for my birthday? And Dubai was probably, I need to go somewhere fun. I said, I have not been to Dubai. I said, I will go to Dubai in November for sure.
So anyone whose birthday is in November, you want to be here, we will celebrate you. We're going to definitely roll out the red carpet literally for the Justin Burns, because you guys, here's the deal. When you have people in your life, in your community, in your inner circle that you value, treat them like royalty before they transition. Oftentimes, like Justin is in Africa. Periodically, we reach out to one another just to stay in contact because it's important. And it's not, well, you don't call me, so I'm not calling you. That is so petty. That is not true friendship. Right? It doesn't matter. I want a team that it doesn't matter who's winning as long as we're all getting paid. It doesn't matter who gets the credit as long as we're all winning. It does not matter who's at the forefront as long as we're all achieving our goals. And Justin, you talked about, plant those seeds. I want to talk about being a farmer. You want to be a farmer and you want to toil the land. You want to actually plant those seeds, water it, cultivate it. It's kind of like a beanstalk, right? Or a bamboo. Let's take a bamboo, for example. The seed is planted, but you will not see anything for 6 months, 12 months. A beanstalk does not grow up until 7 years. Could you imagine? And even though Justin says, he started Maestro in 2017, no. He started Maestro when he was in that 1-bedroom apartment. He started Maestro when he was in high school trying to figure out, like, what am I going to do? Like, my mom hasn't made over 20,000, so I'm going to have to do something. You don't have to tell anyone to be a leader. You don't have to tell anyone to go create. It just happens. I can tell you, when you have it inside of you, it just comes out. Under pressure, what are you going to do? Are you going to be the potato or are you going to be the egg? They all boil in the same pot, in the same temperature. When you boil a potato with an egg, right, it gets up into, let's say, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. What happens to the potato? Justin, do you know what happens to a potato when you boil it extensively? What happened to a potato?
Does it get hard?
A potato gets so soft, it just falls apart. The insides come out. The skin is burst open and the potato is floating around the water. But you know what happens to the egg? The egg gets hard.
Mm-hmm.
The egg gets hard and the inside gets cooked and you have a boiled egg.
Mm-hmm.
But a potato, so I share that analogy because I want to let you know it's not what's on the outside, it's not what's happening around you. They're in the same environment. One of them just falls apart. Do you fall apart under pressure?
Mm.
Or do you just simply say, you know what, I need to execute? I'm going to pay someone $150 a month so I can learn. Or do you
Mm-hmm.
just complain? I'm in a one bedroom. My mom, the reason why I'm not successful because my mom, she didn't make over 20,000. Are you going to be that boiled egg? That's the reality. And so what we're going to do at GlobalCon in Dubai, November 7th through the 11th, is we're going to give you, I promise you, actionable steps that will totally change the trajectory of your life. We are going to position you in front of the wave. We're going to help you dig the well before you need it. It's a guarantee. And the people that are here in Dubai that are bought in, that are all in on this conference, they are powerful. I can tell you 3 people right now that are totally changed my business, my mindset when it came to international trade, because that's what we're doing. In addition, they're just simply like-hearted. I don't look for people who are like-minded. I look for people that are like-hearted. Justin is like-hearted. You know why Justin is like-hearted? Because he said yes. He didn't say, let me think about it. He said, sure, I'm going to come and I'm going to pour into the women and the men that are at GlobalCon. I'm going to give them everything that I have, even though people pay him to come and speak. His platform, the fact that he's giving you 3 months free right now, if you sign up at G.O.A.T. for 3 months, is unbelievable. He talked about opportunity. Do you know POUR is an acronym for passing over opportunities repeatedly? Passing over opportunities repeatedly. We are giving you an opportunity to come to not just, it's not, I don't want to even call it a conference, to come to an experience. To come to an experience. GlobalCon is an experience happening November 7th through the 11th in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. And we want you there. This is your
Oh, that sounds fancy. Let me get my fit ready. That sounds fancy. The
yes,
Emirates, whatever global Emirates thing.
I
I
can
gotta
just
get.
see Justin with his gear on, taking his photo shoot. We're going to have a blast, right? So yes, we're going to learn. We're going to be totally entrenched, enthralled with knowledge, not just fluff, not something that you heard. We're not going to regurgitate things. We're going to teach you some actionable steps that will truly enhance, improve, and catapult your brand, your business, and your bank account. Justin, over to you.
Yeah. So in closing, right? I want you guys to think about, like I said before, I tell people like I'm a lot of people are afraid of what's happening with money and the economy, but again, most people fail to plan, right?
Mm.
And again, I saw the writing on the wall, Tina, and I sold everything because I said that my focus in this season needs to be on building people and not worried about this or that. The biggest opportunity that you have, ladies and gentlemen, in front of you is that everybody's going to be a creator. Whether you want to be a creator or not, it does not matter. The CEO is going to be a creator. You are going to be responsible for creating your own income. And so that's why what Tina is telling you, and you have 2 ways to do it. Number one, that's why we give you a trial for G.O.A.T. Sign up for it. It's $97 a month. You spending that on whatever it is you ain't supposed to be doing anyway, and you might as well invest in yourself. You can cancel it anytime because that's how valuable it is. There's a call every week. We help you, coach you, we mentor you, and we'll give you a one-on-one call to set your goals, to help you map everything out. So again, it's not .com, it's just Go. I love that domain. You like that
Me
domain,
too.
don't
I
you?
love it. I love it.
University. You get to sign up, 7-day free trial. It's not going to cost you anything. Then being transparent is $97 a month, but you also get access to 3 months free of Maestro, and you also get to have the education. Now, the biggest thing is as the Global Women Speaker Conference is, y'all need to be up there because y'all gonna hold Tina accountable for celebrating my birthday. So if she bring me some whack little piece of cupcake, we're gonna hold her accountable because I want a cake. Okay, now she know when the birthday, and I'm coming. That's gonna be my gift is Dubai for my birthday. That's gonna be my gift to myself is Dubai for my birthday because I've never been. So I'm gonna go to Dubai for my birthday. But I want you guys just for a second, right? I want you to think about what does the next 6 months look like? If I were to have everything that I wanted, if I were to, and I always visualize this, but when people talk about manifestation is the art of healing yourself to attract what you deserve, right? And so are you doing the work on yourself, on your business? Are you doing the work that you need to do in order to go to the level? I'm not talking about waiting on people. In this season, you're going to have to do it alone. Now, if you don't do it alone, it's okay. But the reason why you need to do it alone is because the alone season is preparing you to be that great entrepreneur, to be that great speaker, to be that great leader. Because when you detach from people and you detach from things, life becomes very different. So a lot of people say, Justin, why do you do this by yourself? Or why do you do this sometimes? Why do you go here? Because in those seasons, it is a season of preparation. And so that's the season that you're in. Do not be afraid of what's coming. Despite what you hear in the news, despite what you hear all over the world, there's some amazing things in the world happening. Amazing. I know there's a lot of stuff going on with Iran and Israel and all this other stuff, and everything happened all over the world. Listen, that is one reason, and here's another perspective on those things. Oh, the recession is coming. All of those things is the dark getting scared of the light. Let me say that again. All those things are because the darkness is afraid of the light. And so that's why these things keep ramping up. So I want you to prepare, sign up, G.O.A.T. but also make sure that you sign up to come to Global Women's Speaker and join the community. Scan right here. Make sure you're part of everything that's going on, and I'm excited for what's to come. So, Sister Tina, thank you for having me on here. You know, I would only do this for you, Sister Tina, coming on here. How late it is in South Africa. It's almost midnight. But just thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it a lot.
Hey, spoken like a true GOAT. You know, what time did you say it was in South Africa right now, Justin?
11:30.
Okay. And so we talked about like heartedness, right? Like you guys see, I'm looking around like for my phone because right now in Dubai, let me get my phone. So right now in Dubai, you guys, I want you to know that it's actually 1:34. It's 1:30 in the morning. But because I am committed, 1000% committed to making sure that I share my network with each of you, it's important to me to be here. The last GlobalCon we had of last year, December, people were able to connect, collaborate, hire companies, marketing companies, branding companies to take their brand to the next level. They were able to collaborate and speak in Dubai. They had never been to Dubai in their entire life. But because of GlobalCon and Global Women Speakers, they were able to come to Dubai, speak internationally, meet a gentleman who has a company that's helping them with their brand, and was invited back to come and speak again. So I can tell you this, magic happens here with Global Women Speakers here in Dubai at GlobalCon. And I want to share.
I'm going to interrupt you. You know what I forgot? Go ahead.
The next thing is there was also people who were able to come and literally move to Dubai, left the United States, and were positioned and hired to make money here in Dubai. So life changes, transformational things, magical things happen at GlobalCon that don't happen anywhere else. I'm just here to tell you, success leaves clues, and this is real stuff. These stories are authentic, they're real. And it did not, listen, I didn't have 100 people at the first GlobalCon. We had maybe 50. But you know what happened? There was people there that were literally like committed to the success of empowering women, success in making sure that their products were distributed globally. There was a gentleman who was a former athlete. He ended up getting a nutrition deal and collaborated with a company that literally has nutrition, health and wellness products. They have one of a key, I can't really share it, but a key, I would say vest, a runner's vest, right? That's changing the game, where they've made over $1 million on Amazon just selling this product for only $14. Things happened at GlobalCon, ladies and gentlemen. And I can tell you this time, I'm smarter, I'm wiser, I'm more aligned with the right people, not the people that are, some people, I remember, people saying that, Tina, you got to be careful who you vent to, because vents lead to other rooms. Woo! I want you to follow me. You got to be careful who you vent to, because vent lead to other rooms. In addition, you cannot give your pearls to swine. You may have great intentions to connect the right people with the right resources that they need, and their only intention is just simply to use you to get to that resource. I want you to still continue to be a conduit, still be a purveyor, still share your knowledge, still give freely, because I'm here to tell you, as I am standing here right now in Dubai for the 8th time, that what has passed is totally dim to what's happening. And on November the 7th through the 11th, we will create history. I wish I can share, but I cannot. But you want to make sure you are a part of GlobalCon Dubai 2024. November 7th through the 11th. I'm talking about Justin's birthday. Happy birthday, Justin. I cannot wait. And you can bring him a gift. For anyone who brings Justin a gift, then
bring me a gift. Bring me a gift, please. Spoil me.
Bring me a gift. Yeah, because people are going to come from all over the world. So how cool will it be to get something from Kenya, from Johannesburg, from Uganda, from the UK, from Paris, from Cyprus, from the United States, from China, from Japan, and so many other places, from Egypt. So if you are coming to, and if you're coming to GlobalCon Dubai 2024 on November 7th through the 11th, that we're going to celebrate Justin's birthday. And if you know someone who literally has a birthday within November, we would love to celebrate them too. Let's just make it a big bash, because it's not just education. It's just not technology.
No, we're not making, no. We're making this a Justin bash. We're not making it no big bash. This is a Justin bash.
Okay.
That's it.
You see that? So Justin just wants it to be his birthday, and that's fine, because you know what, Justin, I think you're kind of right, because it will take away from you. And so I want to share this. It's okay.
One day we could do one day to Justin bash, then we can celebrate everybody else.
Okay, great. So which day would you like? Which day? I want Saturday for you.
We could do Saturday, just the Justin bash, and then everybody else we can do the next couple days. Everybody else.
Okay, so the bottom line is we will be celebrating the Justin Burns, the founder of Maestro. Make sure you go to G.O.A.T. sign up for the free trial, and you're going to get 3 months free, because Justin just loves global women speakers like that. But
and real quick, because I always do this, my team say I don't do this. If you guys follow me, they say I never tell people to follow me when I do this. So make sure you guys, if you got any questions, Instagram, you can hit me up at CEO Justin Burns on Instagram, BURNS, or on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Justin Burns. If you guys want to follow me, see what we're doing, see all my travels and all the amazing stuff. So yeah.
So it's CEO Justin Burns. Make sure you follow CEO Justin Burns. Ladies
On
and gentlemen, follow
Instagram.
Justin's on IG. Matter of fact, the bottom line is if you really want to follow Justin, you will find him. Ooh,
Who
look
is?
what I
I was like, who is that? Tina, Sister Tina, who is that? Justina Baron's. Hold on, I had to. Who is that? Who is that too? Tina, who is Justin Barona?
You guys, listen. It
Burner.
is, what time is it here? It's 1:30 in the
I'm gonna need
morning.
you. I'm gonna need you to go to sleep at the.
I'm gonna need to go to sleep. Being here in Dubai, Justin, working on the US time and then working here and
I
functioning in
know that.
Dubai,
Yeah.
as you can understand it, it's been like 24 hours, 3 hours sleep. And I know it's not healthy, but I'm going to catch up. I'm going to book a flight and get out of here before I just call home and say, just send my stuff and
It
do a
is.
Justin Burns on them. But
It's
Justin,
it's
I just want
it's
to say thank
definitely.
you.
I know the feeling. I know that because I'm trying to. I do too balance Africa with US, so I could, and sometimes. But now I've accepted whatever time zone I'm at. This is what I've accepted. Tina, you ready?
Yes,
No
I'm
matter
ready.
what time zone I'm at, I will start getting sleepy like my eyes right now around 11:30, 12 o'clock. It's a wrap. So I tell everybody, you better get whatever you need out of me before 11 to 12, or it is a wrap. So, Sister Tina, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm looking forward to us, seeing each other. It's been a while, and
Yes.
excited for everybody. So it's amazing.
He says a while. The last time I seen Justin was in December. We spoke at at a conference in Atlanta, and he left me and went to Africa. So
I
yeah,
didn't
so it's gonna
even.
be a every 6 months thing, I guess. But no, Justin, I want you to keep us informed of when you do your co-branded event there in South Africa. It's going to be explosive. I will be there in October. We'll be here in November. Actually, I'll be in Kenya at the end of this month. August the 31st, I will be in Kenya. Hopefully, you will be there and I get to see you. I'm super excited.
I am
Ladies,
coming back to Kenya the first week of September. So if you're still there, we can definitely meet up.
okay, I love it. I will love that. So before I go, I just want to say, Justin, I want to give you your flowers now. Thank you so much. Follow Justin on all social media platforms. CEO Justin Burns, CEO Justin Burns, GOAT University, GOAT.University, GOAT.University. Justin, thank you for saying yes. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for pouring into global women speakers as if they're your clients. Thank you for simply being a man of your word and showing up and showing out in technology, in the space, creating opportunity for other creators to either emulate you, duplicate you. Because ladies, here's the deal. It's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. And Justin Burns is the right cat. So if you're going to copy anyone in technology in that space, go ahead and follow Justin Burns, CEO Justin Burns on all platforms. Make sure you go to GOAT.University. Justin, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you for being here. Mwah.
All right, thank you, love.
Good night. All right, you guys, there you have it. Justin Burns, the CEO of Maestro, was our special guest here. Go to CEO Justin Burns. And if you want to know more about Maestro and technology, go ahead and go to GOAT.University. I want to take some time to just thank each and every one of you for being here. Yes, it's almost 2 a.m. in the UAE here in Dubai, but I am committed to making sure that I bring you the best of the best, that I bring you my mentors, my coaches, my colleagues, my network, my collaborations, the people who have literally poured into my business, poured into my brand, the people who I personally have invested in, planted seeds in, so they can either teach, so they can train, right? Or they can catapult you and your idea to really come into fruition. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I know you could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here on this night. And we even have people from Dubai on. So I'm not the only one up at 2. So I just want to thank you, Dubai, for what you've done for me, for always embracing me. I love this city. I can tell you that I've been to many places. Last year alone, Global Women Speakers went to 11 countries. 11 countries, and I love them all. But I can tell you Dubai was my absolute favorite. That's why we're having GlobalCon here again. So GlobalCon Dubai 2024, if you are interested in being a vendor, if you're interested in being a speaker, if you're interested in being a sponsor, then I would love for you to hashtag Dubai in the chat. I and myself and my team will reach out to you to give you the particulars. We already have 4 amazing, phenomenal, unbelievable, powerful, incredible speakers that are already committed to making sure they come and expose the hacks, the secrets, tear back the veil of literally how you can be wildly successful while making an impact, building a global business. Now, if you are a small entrepreneur or you just started your business, you still work for corporate, we have a global blueprint that we want to share with you. If you want the global blueprint, hashtag global in the chat, in the comments, and I promise I will get it to you. I promise that you would get this global blueprint. And just want to say thank you again, you guys. I am sleepy. I am exhausted to say the least, but I am so full. My cup runneth over. And everything that I've invested a penny, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 50,000, $100,000 in to learn, I want to give it to you. I'm going to share to you from the top of my heart. I am going to give you everything. Now, if you want to know more about Global Women Speakers, who we are and what we stand for, go ahead and go to globalwomenspeakers.com. We have 5 core values. Number 1 is charity. It is imperative that we give back, that we align ourselves with people who are doing good for other people. Number 1, charity. Number 2 is culture. John C. Maxwell says that culture will eat vision for lunch. And that, my friends, is the absolute truth. Number 3, community. You want a community of not like-minded, but like-hearted women that share the common denominator of elevating, empowering, positioning women around the globe to share their message, sell their products and their services, to share their knowledge, their expertise, and their genius with each and every one of you. You also want to be able to travel and create once in a lifetime experiences. And that's what we do here at Global Women Speakers. Number 4 is community. Community. Number 5 is collaboration. And number 6 is a bonus, is cash flow. Number 1 is charity. 2, culture. Number 3 is community. Number 4 is communication. And number 5 is collaboration. Those are the 5 core values with the bonus cash flow of Global Women Speakers, the 5 C's. And so I want to give you a personal invitation to join us, to lock arms with us, to align with us, because we are better together. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And I am inviting you to come with us. If nothing else, make sure we see you in Dubai for GlobalCon Dubai 2024, November 7th through the 11th. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I've said thank you redundantly, but you have no idea how important it is to me that you spent your most valuable asset, your time here with me. I am Dr. Tina D. Lewis, the founder of Global Women Speakers, and I just wanted to say good night. If anything that we said during this episode, during this live, during this stream has rang a chord with you, touched your heart, or simply gave you an aha moment where you want to build, you want to create, you want to influence, then make sure you hashtag global in the chat. We will definitely make sure that we get you your digital products, that we get you that new business, that we help you with your LLC, that we do whatever it takes to make sure that you, my friends, are positioned in front of what's getting ready to happen, and that you're prepared for massive, massive growth, wealth, legacy, and longevity. Bye for now. Mwah. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.